The early bird gets the worm, and this morning the Evansville Otters will take on the Florence Y'alls here in game number 3 of this 4-game series. Yesterday, a twin bill between these two clubs, and Evansville winning the first game 5-1. Florence taking the nightcap 6-4. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Kyle Chandler joining you here at Thomas More Stadium in Florence, Kentucky. Another hot one on our hands, as it always is here at this place. It only says 80 degrees, but that temperature will continue to rise up into the mid-80s, a high of 86 today, and we're projected to hit that by about 2 o'clock. So hopefully we can get this game over before the hottest part of the day rolls around, but still humid as always, 56% humidity, which, well, it says that real feel is at 80 degrees, and actually the humidity more than that, it just jumped up to 69%. But it certainly feels muggy once again, as it did yesterday. That's okay though, because, well, yesterday had a couple of fun offensive games for both sides, and hopefully today it'll be no different, as the season series between these two teams has displayed in the 2024 season. Evansville 24-38 on the year after the split in the twin bill yesterday. Florence 27-34. And right now there is 3.5 games separating these two teams. Evansville 16 games back of first place. Florence 12.5 games back of first place, and when you look at that third place Gateway Grizzlies locking down that final playoff seed right now, 34-25. They are 8 games ahead of Florence and 11.5 games ahead of Evansville. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's game. For the Evansville Otters, they are led by manager Andy McCauley. Gary Mattis playing second base, he leads things off. Mason White, the right fielder, will bat second. David Mendham playing the hot corner, batting third. Cleaning up and playing left field, Randy Bednar. Paven Parks, the designated hitter, bats fifth. Dakota Phillips, the first baseman, batting sixth. Alec Oland out in center field, he bats seventh. Logan Brown doing the catching, batting eighth. Filling out the starting 9, the shortstop, Alex Adams. Carter Pori on the rubber for Florence here in game 3, and he will be making his first start of the 2024 campaign, a 1-1 win-loss record, 9 prior innings of work, and a 5.00 ERA. Flipping the book over, taking a look at the Florence Y'alls, led by manager Chad Rode. Their starting 9 goes as followed. Dalton Davis playing first base, he leads it off. Ed Johnson, the center fielder, batting second. Brian Fuentes, the third baseman, bats third. Cleaning up, the designated hitter, Hank Zeisler. TJ Reeves out in right field, he will bat fifth. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Zaid Richardson. Steve Harustich, the left fielder, will bat seventh. Batting eighth and playing short, Justin Levy. Filling out the starting 9, Langston Ginder, the second baseman. On the mound for Evansville here in game 3, Terrence Marin, who is making his 4th appearance of the year. All in starts, 0-3 this season, 16 innings of work, and a 4.50 ERA. We're going to take a step aside as they're going through the on-the-field starting lineups, and when we come back, we'll have the national anthem, followed by today's first pitch. Don't go anywhere. This is Otters Baseball on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for this Wednesday morning contest. The early bird gets the worm, and Evansville will look for a win against the Florence Yalls here in Game 3 of this 4-game series at Thomas More Stadium in Florence, Kentucky. Kyle Chandler with you for the play-by-play. Ballpark dimensions here at Thomas More Stadium, 325 to the right and left field lines, and it is 395 to dead center, but as we all know, marked in that inches sign, so 4,740 inches. Calling our balls and strikes here in Game 3, home plate umpire Parker Powell. Our first base umpire is Noah Hobart, and umping out at third is Kevin Furman. On the rubber, Carter Pori, who is 1-1 this year, the right-hander, in his 6th appearance with this start, hits his first of the 2024 campaign. 9 prior innings of work and a 5.00 ERA. Gary Mattis leading it off for Evansville, and Mattis playing second base today. We saw him out in right field for a couple of games yesterday in both ends of the doubleheader, but moved back into the infield for today's game. This is his 11th contest of the year, batting .289 from the right side. The right-hander, Pori, leans in, gets the sign. He comes to the set, working from the stretch. First pitch of the game on the way, and it's fouled off toward the right side, and this will hit the right field screening that's held up by the last section of seats, and we're underway at 11:04 a.m. And the count is 1-0, rather 0-1 for Mattis. Here's the next pitch from Pori. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-1. Similar to Pat Miner yesterday, Pori again, no starts under his belt this season. The right-hander steps and delivers, and it misses a touch inside. The count is 2-1 for Mattis. So the question looms, how many pitches does Pori have in the tank? How many innings can he get out of him? The 2-1. Fastball misses high, and the count is 3-1. A bullpen day for Florence. On the rubber for Evansville, Terrence Marin. Now the set, now the pitch, and the 3-1 is taken on the inside corner for a strike. The count now 3-2 for Mattis. And it's going to be interesting from Evansville's perspective because, again, they put Casey Delgado on the inactive list. Here's the payoff, and it's lined back to the screen. So what are they going to do with that extra roster spot? You would imagine that they're going to try and go after a pitcher because that's what they need. They only have 4 starters right now. Here comes the 3-2 to Mattis. And it's snubbed foul to the Otters' first base side. And we'll try it again at 3-2. But Florence in a similar boat to Evansville. They're pitching not as good as their offense. Watch out, next pitch is swinging a foul ball, and Mattis loses his bat. Goes flying all the way down the third base side, past the third base coach's box. That's the second time this series that Mattis has taken a hack and lost the lumber. Well, the last time in yesterday's game, he went and grabbed some pine tar. Not today, though. He digs right back in. The right-hander, Pori, deals the 3-2 inside, and it hits Mattis. Well, a good at-bat from the leadoff hitter. Saw 9 pitches. And the HBP will put him on first. First batter of the game on board for Evansville. Now coming to the plate, Mason White. White 1 for 3 yesterday. And after having that 0 for 23 streak, he has picked up base hits in his last 2 games. He bats left-handed, the pitch to him. Fastball misses high and away, and the count is 1-0. White, a local product, grew up near Evansville and went to IU Southeast in NAIA ball collegiately. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, in for a strike. When you consider the amount of local products in combination with former Otters, makes up about half the roster. Well, maybe not that much. That's just exaggeration. But literally, probably around a quarter. Runner goes on the 1-1. Fastball misses outside. Throw to the bag, not in time. Close play at second. But Mattis able to beat the throw from Richardson just in the nick of time. 8th stolen base of the year for Mattis in as many tries. He's in scoring position. No score, top of the first. The right-hander Pori at the set. He deals. And it's lined back to the screen. The count is 2-2. White batting .275. 4 homers, 26 RBI. Now the 2-2 delivery. Fastball misses low. Well, you go back to early July, and in that July 3rd contest against the Joliet Slammers, White came into the game batting .330. So in less than a month, that average has dropped a lot. Here's the payoff. Chopper to the first base side, behind the bag, fielded by Davis. He will step on first, unassisted. And there's one gone. Well, it's a productive out, though. Mattis up to 30s, 90 feet from scoring here in the first. And now stepping to the plate, David Mendham. But again, for Mason White, you hope for him, because he has picked up 2 base hits, put an end to that hitless streak. Maybe this is the start of getting back on track. Mendham bats left-handed, the first pitch on the way. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. It's never fun. And you wouldn't root against your own worst enemy to have an 0 for 23 streak at the plate, because you know how hard it is if you play the game of baseball. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses away. Again, when you regard all the longest hitless streaks, Chris Davis atop of the list. Now the 2-0 from Pori. And it misses inside. 3-0 for Mendham. That was a 0 for 58 maybe? 56? Somewhere in there. And that was the talk of Major League Baseball for months. Now the 3-0 pitch home. Grounder hit foul to the first base side. Mendham had the green light and decided, you know what, I like the pitch. And the count now 3-1. Mendham no longer in the top 10 in batting average in the Frontier League. A mark that he was in for a long time. The 3-1. Fastball misses high and in, and it's ball 4. So Pori having some command issues early in the contest, a hit by pitch and a walk. And there's runners at the corners, 1 gone here in the first. No score, and it's Randy Bednar coming to the plate. Mendham was atop of the Frontier League in batting mark for an extended period of time in that first month of play. Righty on righty battle, first pitch to Bednar, fastball misses away, and the count is 1-0. Mendham entering today's game batting .315. And he fell out of the top 10 in the last series against Washington. The 1-0. This is popped up, foul territory, first base side, but this is hooking, and it'll get out of play, lands on the concourse. Another hot day here at the ballpark, 80 degrees, but almost 70% humidity. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. So although the real feel still says 80, That's not true. It probably is more like 85. Maybe even into the upper 80s. And on the field, you can go ahead and tack on another 10 to 15 degrees. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses downstairs. That'd be different if it was dry heat. That humidity adds so much. The 1-2. And Bednar takes a fastball inside. And the count is now 3-2. They were talking about adding a couple of teams even further south than this in a couple of years. The 2-2 pitch, or rather the 3-2, is at the knees, called strike 3. Bednar couldn't pull the trigger. He felt that was low. And now coming to the plate, Pavin Parks. Runners at the corners. 2 gone here in the opening inning. No score between Evansville and Florence. Righty on lefty matchup. Pori at the set, offers up. Fastball misses low, and the count is 1-0. And don't take my word for adding those couple of teams. That's news from the top echelon of the front office in the Frontier League. Now the 1-0, and it misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes, but that is all speculation for now. No serious considerations. By this time last year, we knew that the New England Knockouts were going to come to the league. We don't know if anyone is going to come. The 2-0 pitch, runner goes to second, fastball taken away, no throw. And the count is 3-0 now for Parks. Mendham picks up his 8th stolen bag in as many tries. Mattis led the game off, drawing a 9-pitch hit-by-pitch. 2 ducks in the pond for Evansville, the 3-0. And it's on the outside corner for a strike, 3-1. This is turning into a long inning for Pori. Already 30 pitches. And remember, this is a bullpen day for Florence. The set, the 3-1, and it's sent back to the screen foul. We'll try it at 3-2. So there's nobody throwing that we can see right now for the Y'alls, but I can't imagine Pori throwing more than 60 or 70 pitches. He comes to the set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball misses away, ball 4. Another free pass in this first inning from the right-hander. 32 pitches, 14 strikes. And the tables have turned from what we saw yesterday, because in the twin bill, it was Evansville to give up all the walks. And here comes pitching coach Carl Craigie wants a word with Carter Pori on the mound, and the whole infield will convene on the rubber. And when a guy is struggling to throw strikes, one of the things that my pitching coaches would do, just try to make you smile out there. You start to feel the pressure whenever you've given up 2 walks and a hit by pitch in 1 inning, and sometimes all you need to do is laugh. At the plate, Dakota Phillips. The first pitch to him. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-0. No score in the first. And the base is packed, full of Otters. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses away. 2 balls and no strikes for Phillips. Phillips 1 for 8 in the twin bill yesterday. Played in both contests, had a home run, 2 RBI. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 2-1 now. This is an important series for Evansville. They would love to put pressure on the Y'alls by winning today's game. Here's the 2-1. And it's lined back to the screen. The deuces are wild for Phillips. Pori leans in, gets the sign. He's at the set, and the 2-2. Line back to the screen again. We'll have another 2-2 for Phillips. Dak batting .267 this year. In 16 games, he's got 6 homers, 18 ribbies. Pretty efficient in driving in runs. Now the 2-2. And it misses low. Kicks off the catcher, Richardson. Coming for home, Mattis. He will score, and Evansville takes a 1-0 lead. That was a breaking ball from Pori, and Richardson did not block it cleanly as it went toward the Otters' first base dugout. And there was no throw home. Mattis scoring uncontested. Everybody advances on the wild pitch. Runners on second and third, now 2 outs, and the count full for Phillips. Here it comes. Fastball outside, ball 4. A 39-pitch inning for Pori. And that is his 3rd walk, as well as a hit by pitch. He hasn't given up a hit yet. Evansville has scored a run without tallying a base hit. And the base is reloaded. Coming to the plate, Alec Oland. Well, when a guy is struggling offensively, you have to sit on 1 pitch. Here's the first offering to Oland, and it's down the middle for a strike. Well, that might have been the pitch. That one looked pretty good from up here in the booth. Now the set and the delivery, and Olin is behind on a fastball, the count 0-2. You don't expand your zone. As hard as it is, even with 2 strikes for a guy that has been wild to start a ball game. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a tip into the glove of Richardson. He holds on. That'll do it. Olin down on 3 pitches to end the frame. Evansville gets 1 on 3 walks and a hit by pitch. No base hits in the inning, though, and they strand the bases loaded. Florence coming to bat for the first time when we come back. Evansville ahead 1-0. Terrence Marin on the rubber for Evansville here in Game 3 of a 4-game series against Florence. The right-hander 0-3 this year. This is his 4th appearance. All in starts. The right-hander winds and fires a fastball home, misses off the inside part of the plate, and the count is 1-0 to Dalton Davis. Marin back to it, working quickly. This ball swung on, launched high, deep to left field. Forget it, it's gone. Second pitch of the home first, and we're all square at 1. That's the first home run of the year given up by Marin. And Davis in his second professional start with the Alls goes yard to left field, and that ball was crushed.
Can I get one?
More towels being thrown out from this Florence Y'alls press box. Now at the plate, Ed Johnson. First pitch to him. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Marin gets the sign, back to it. He deals. Here's the chopper toward the left side of the infield. Deep in the hole, it's short, backhanded by Adams. Long throw to first, out of the turf by Phillips. But Johnson safe at first. That would have been a heck of a play on both ends. But it's 2 hits to begin the game for Florence. And now coming to the plate, Brian Fuentes. Well, this offense has some firepower to it, no doubt about that. As a team, the Y'alls batting .280 on the season. Righty on righty matchup from the stretch. Marin deals. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1. You wonder how much of that has to do with the stadium they play at. Now the set. And the 0-1 delivery. Fastball drops in for a strike. 0-2 now for Fuentes. Florence third in the Frontier League as a team in that batting average category. Marin glove at the belt. He will step off. Thought about throwing to first, but never released the baseball. Back on the rubber, he's ready. Now the 0-2 pitch for Fuentes. This is swung on and popped up second base side. Mattis has the beat on it. He will make the catch, and there's one gone. Well, it's not just the stadium that they play at, because the dimensions of this ballpark, aside from center field, they're really pretty typical for what you'd see at other ballparks. But again, with the geography of where Florence is, the weather that ensues here at Thomas More Stadium, that also plays a big factor. Now at the plate, Hank Zeisler bats left-handed, goes after the first pitch, a chopper toward the second base bag. Shortstop Adams fields it, steps on the bag for one, throws to first, double play. Well, that took Adams right to second. So he already had a foot on the bag when he retrieved the baseball, and it made it an easy 6-3 double play to end the inning. Florence gets one on the solo shot from Davis, and we're tied at 1 with Evansville. We'll take it to the second on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Logan Brown leading it off for Evansville. We're in the top of the second inning. 1-1 with Florence. Back on the rubber, Carter Pori looking for a shorter inning than he had in the first frame. The right-hander from the stretch kicks and deals a fastball that misses outside, and the count is 1-0. 42 pitches in that first frame, 20 strikes. The set, the pitch, fastball misses off the outside black. 2-0 now to the left-handed hitting Brown. Pori only threw 2 first pitch strikes to 7 batters in that first frame. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fastball shot back up the middle on the ground, a base hit. And it's a leadoff single for Brown. So now to be Alex Adams coming to the plate. The Otters started with a leadoff base runner in the first. Gary Mattis throwing a 9-pitch hit by pitch. He was able to score. And we'll see if the story continues with Adams coming to the plate. First time seeing action in the series. The first pitch to him, and the right-handed hitter takes a fastball inside. The count 1-0. Also in that first inning for Pori, 5 3-2 counts and 1-3 ball count. Now the 1-0. And it finds the inside corner for a strike. 1-1 now for Adams. Adams played in 2 games during the Washington series, but only saw at-bats in one of them. The right-hander comes to the set, the pitch. And it's a fastball at the knees, strike 2 call. Adams 0 for 3 against the Wild Things. That was in the middle game. The only contest that the Otters lost to Washington. 2 Ks. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. So a good bounce back at bat for Pori. And now he will face the best part of this Otters order coming up as the lineup flips over. And it's the leadoff man, Gary Mattis, stepping up. Righty on righty matchup, the pitch. And it's sent foul back over the screen. We'll try it at 0-1. At this rate, you'd be lucky to get 2 full innings out of Pori. Remember, this is his first start of the 2024 season. He's ready at the belt. He deals. Fastball swung on, a bullet out towards center, but this is right at Johnson as he makes the catch. Only had to take a few steps back, and there's 2 gone. Mattis got a good piece of that baseball, but he's retired on 2 pitches, and now coming to the plate, Mason White. And meanwhile, on the other end, Terrence Marin throwing 8 pitches in the first inning. Quite the dichotomy. White batting left-handed, first pitch to him. Fastball misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Kids' Day here at the ballpark. There's some kids wearing different shirts, colored oriented. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away, and the count is 2-0. Just different summer camps here at the ballpark today. Now the pitch, and it's popped up, foul territory, third base side. Fuentes has a beat on it near the third base coach's box. He will make the catch, and the inning is over. White fouls out on a 2-0 pitch to the third base side. That'll do it here in the second. One stranded on a leadoff base hit from Logan Brown. No damage done. We're tied at 1 between Evansville and Florence. We'll be back in the bottom of the second. 5, 6, 7 in the order for Florence. TJ Reeves leading it off. Terrence Marin back on the rubber, the right-hander. Winds and fires the first pitch. Fastball misses high, and the count is 1-0. Bottom of the second inning, and the score is 1-1 between Evansville and Florence. Here's the next pitch from Marin. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Evens the count now for Reeves, 1-1. Marin gave up a solo blast to Dalton Davis on the second pitch of the game, but was able to recover after that. He offers up, and the 1-1 is inside. 2 balls and a strike now for Reeves. Marin, a four-seam fastball, sinker, cutter, slider, curveball, changeup. Throws about every pitch in the book. Now the 2-1. And this is tapped foul at the plate. We'll try it at 2-2. The only pitches he's missing, the Terminator, the Exterminator, the Humiliator. Little Major League 2 reference if you didn't catch on. Marin winds and fires the 2-2 home. And Reeves goes after it, pops it up, foul territory, first base side, backing up. Phillips on the warning track near the fence, can't make the catch. Just landed over that right field netting, right next to the picnic benches, down by right field, and we'll try it again at 2-2. Wraparound seating here at Florence. One section in the lower deck, and then you have a small section of upper deck seats that connect with the press box on the right and left sides. Marin kicks and deals the 2-2. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Terrence as he's able to set down Reeves. 1 gone in the second, and coming to the plate now, Zade Richardson. Florence has some really nice suites on the left side of this upper deck. Again, this is a beautiful ballpark. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch to Richardson, and it's a fastball that drops in for a strike. If you could just move this another 200 miles north for a little bit cooler weather. The pitch. Here's a chopper out towards short. Taken on 2 bounces. Adams fields it cleanly. High throw, and he overthrows Phillips. That's the first error in 6 games for Evansville. But it's an E6. And now coming to the plate, Stephen Hrustich. We were keeping a close eye on that errors chart. Evansville clean in the last 5 games, not committing an error against Washington throughout the entire series and in yesterday's twin bill. Marin at the set, and the right-hander's first pitch fouled back to the screen off the bat of Hrustich. The count is 0-1. But it came to a close here this morning. I guess we're almost into the afternoon. Would you call 11:38 the afternoon? Early afternoon. The set. And the 0-1. Breaking ball misses high. 1-1 now for Hrustich. Hrustich hitless in the opener in the doubleheader yesterday, but picked up 2 hits in the nightcap. 2 for 6 on the day, the 1-2. And it misses upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. And you wonder how long Hrustich is going to last in a league like the Frontier League. Maybe he closes out this season. If he doesn't get signed, goes to the American Association next year, or even the Mexican League. The 2-1. Fastball misses low, and that would just provide him with maybe a little bit better competition to test the waters, see how well he can do at the next stage. But again, this was a guy that was supposed to get drafted and for some reason just fell off the board. The 3-1. Line back to the screen, and the count is now full. Led the Michigan Wolverines this spring in OPS. Was a first-team all-conference Big Ten player. If you are an all-conference player in the Big Ten, you're doing something right. Aside from the SEC, that might be the best conference in baseball. Marin ready. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Marin. He's able to set down Hrustic. Runner on first base after the error. And the score 1-1 between Evansville and Florence. Justin Levy digging in from the right side. Wonder how Hrustic feels or felt after not getting drafted. If it still bugs him today. First pitch, fastball misses low. Sometimes that'll put a chip on guys' shoulders, but other times it'll really be a real ego deflator. You think you're playing well, and you feel like you should get drafted, but it never happens. Marin offers up the 1-0. Fastball misses high. Now, we've seen it. Even if it's not getting drafted, guys getting sent down from a level like AAA all the way down to a league like the Frontier League, and the numbers just aren't as good. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And it's tapped foul at the plate. Kicks into fair territory, but now a 2-1 count for Levy. It's easier said than done. You just think, well, get over it. You're not deserved anything in this world, and you have to work. You have to work hard to be able to stay at a level like the minor leagues, but not everybody has that same reaction. Marin at the set. He deals the 2-1. Fastball, line shot out toward right field, and a sliding catch by White out and right as he takes a base hit away from Levy. Oh no, he missed it. Kicked off his glove. Well, White had it, but wasn't able to secure it. And now it's runners at the corners. Well, this inning should be over. Remember, the error in the second at-bat should have made it 2 outs, and then it should have been a quick 1-2-3. But now, here comes the 9-hole hitting Langston Ginder. Marin comes to the set, glove at the belt. He deals. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Marin 27 pitches, 18 strikes. Wind blowing out towards center field right now. Slight breeze. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses outside, and the count is 1-1. Well, it is getting hotter by the minute here at Thomas More Stadium. And the humidity seeming to get worse. The set and the pitch. And it's tapped foul off the glove of the catcher, Brown. We'll try it at 1-2. Ginder in his first trip at the plate this series. Didn't play in the doubleheader yesterday. But a chance to put Florence ahead. Tied at 1 with Evansville here in the home second. 2 gone, runners at the corners, now the 1-2. Fastball, line back over the screen. And we'll try it again at 1-2. Ginder batting .224 this year. 2 homers, 11 RBI, 8 runs scored, and 4 doubles. Marin ready. Glove comes to the set. The 1-2, runner goes to second. This ball's swung on and launched high and deep to right, but this will hook foul, and it'll land on the lawn area. Not sure if that had home run distance. Would have been close. but it's a long strike regardless, and we'll have another 1-2 count. 3 foul balls in a row from Ginder. Ginder getting the start at second base today. Bats left-handed. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball misses outside. Well, now it's Marin who's starting to labor here in this inning. Threw just 8 pitches in the first frame. He's thrown 24 in this one. The 2-2 coming. Here it is. Fastball popped up third base side, and this bends out of play. Lands in the 8th row of seats, and we'll try it again at 2-2. Another foul ball. Partly cloudy skies here at Thomas More Stadium. Sergeant Sunshine out and about. The deuces are wild. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and a missile out toward deep right. White on his horse. He looks up, and this one is gone. Second blast of the game for Florence, and this time it plates 3. And by the time Ginder touches home, the Yalls will have taken a 4-1 lead. Does Florence have to throw out triple the towels for a 3-run homer? As we said yesterday, they do that, throwing them out of the press box whenever Florence scores a run. Lineup turns over. Dalton Davis's first pitch misses inside near his shoe tops. Gets out of the way, and the count is 1-0. All of these runs that have scored this inning unearned because of the error from Alex Adams, the shortstop. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, 2-0. Entering today's game, Marin has surrendered 15 runs on the season in his 16 innings, but only 8 have been earned. So almost half the runs he's giving up are unearned. And that trend continuing today. Here's the 2-0. Fastball misses in, 3-0. And in one respect, you think, okay, well, if the defense doesn't give you help, you got to find a way to help yourself out. The 3-0 pitch. Fastball drops in for a strike, but it's not always how the game works. Now the American flag blowing out to right field. Here's the 3-1. Grounder hit sharply. Diving play behind the bag at third from Mendham. Long throw to first, but it's not in time. It's going to be an infield base hit for Davis. That would have been a tremendous effort. It was a tremendous effort. But if Mendham was able to get that out, that would have been up there on the Frontier League top 10 plays. So we'll have time called now. Andy McCauley heading out to have a word with our first base umpire, Noah Hobart. Actually, it's the third base umpire, Kevin Furman. They determining whether that was a foul ball or not. You know, from our perspective in the booth, that looked fair all the way, but can understand Andy just asking for an appeal. He'd rather take a strike than a base hit. And they're going to say that it's still a base hit. Max Peterson not happy down in that Otters dugout. But this second inning will continue. Florence leads it 4-1 over Evansville. A 3-run homer with 2 outs from Langston Ginder. The difference so far in this one. Here comes Andy McCauley. Did he get thrown out? Yes, he did. Parker Powell, home plate umpire, ringing him up, and now McCauley will have some choice words for Powell. getting up in his face. Well, McCauley must have said something from that Otters first base dugout to get under the skin of Andy. And here comes third base umpire Kevin Furman to try to intervene. And Andy getting more angry by the second. So now it will be Kevin Furman taking an ear to Andy McCauley's complaints. McCauley furious, the hat coming off, pointing, hat flipping. And he'll have an early shower today. Well, Parker Powell turning his back to McCauley, not even giving him the time of day. McCauley's going to set a record this year for total ejections in a season. Seems like once a week he's getting tossed from a ball game. And he will be escorted off the playing surface, but he'll have to go all the way down the left field line where the new clubhouse sits. Taking a long and slow walk. Thinking about what just transpired and how abysmal he felt that call was. Again, from up here in the press box, hard to tell with no replay, but if Mendham felt that it was foul, he probably wouldn't have played it. So a two-out base runner after the extravaganza from the McCauley ejection. Here's Ed Johnson at the plate, righty on righty battle. First pitch from Marin. Fastball misses in, and the count is 1-0. Marin now up to 40 pitches. Over 30 this inning. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. Keep in mind, this inning should be over. The set, the 2-0. Fastball hit sharply to short, backhanded by Adams. He'll go the easy route to second. And Mattis is there to receive the flip for the force. That'll do it. 2 in the books. Florence with a 3-run homer to put them ahead 4-1 over Evansville. Blake Lubier taking over duties on the mound. We're in the away third. That'll do it for Carter Pori today. And in a bullpen day, the reliever went 2 innings, gave up a run on 1 hit, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Well, for Pori, just threw way too many pitches in that first inning to go any longer than 2 as a reliever. At the plate for Evansville, David Mendham. He goes after the first pitch from the right-hander, hits a fly ball down the left field line. And it's the shortstop ranging over, Levy making an over-the-shoulder grab. Just on the cusp of roaming into foul territory, and he's able to put Mendham away. There's one gone. Well, one pitch, one out. Here in this third frame, a good start for Lubier. And now coming to the plate, Randy Bednar. Righty on righty matchup. Lubier comes to the set from the stretch. He offers up. Fastball misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Lubier, 6'5", 190 pounds, out of Winter Springs, Florida. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, and the count is 2-0. Lubier's last appearance back on July 11th before the All-Star break. Got to imagine he'll be asked to go for quite a while today. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball high, and no doubleheader today, so we're back to the traditional 9-inning contest. Still a long way to go in this one. But Lubier, in his last appearance, went 3 1/3, his longest outing of the year. Gave up 9 runs, 5 earned on 3 hits. He's at the set. He deals the 3-0. Fastball misses high, ball 4. So that'll put Randy Bednar on first base. 1 out base runner for Evansville. And coming to the plate, it's the designated hitter, Paven Parks. Parks was at short in both games yesterday, but having a game off defensively. He was able to make a full recovery after pulling that groin in early July, late June. The right-hander ready, he deals. Breaking ball misses high, but him not playing short today, it doesn't really have anything to do with that injury. It's more or less just trying to get other guys like Alex Adams a chance. Now the 1-0. Fastball drops in for a strike. 1-1 the count now for Parks. Runner on first, 1 gone. We're in the third. Florence leads it 4-1 over Evansville. The set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Parks behind on a heater. Also note that Delvin Zinn not in the lineup today, having a game off. Zinn put together a super solid performance yesterday, and he led the Otters with 5 total hits for the Twin Bill. Now the 1-2 delivery. Swung on, popped up, shallow left. Charging in is Hrustic. He will make the catch, 2 down. Runner on first, and coming to the plate, Dakota Phillips. Phillips, no official at-bats today. He walked his first time up. Phillips's average has dropped a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but the power is still there at the plate. Throws to first, and Lubier not able to get Bednar. Phillips, 6 homers, 18 RBI. He had another blast yesterday over the right center fence. But 5 of the 6 home runs from Phillips, solo homers. Here's the first pitch to him. He sends it foul back over the screen, out of play. We'll try it at 0-1. The American flag blowing back out towards center field. It's been all over the place today. The right-hander sets and fires. Check swing from Phillips, and he offered up, says home plate umpire Parker Powell. And Phillips pointing out to the third base umpire, Kevin Furman, saying, can I at least get an appeal instead of you making that call? Here comes Max Peterson to argue. And Powell says that's enough. Go back to the dugout. Well, Peterson's got to be careful. Andy McCauley already ejected, so now Peterson, the enacting manager, for the rest of the game. Who are you going to have as the manager if your pitching coach gets ejected? So the call will stand and the count 0-2 for Phillips. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball misses downstairs in the count 1-2. Here's a fun fact for you. Whenever it is hotter outside, and this is true for any person, anger is one of the emotions that can rise whenever the temperature does. Here's the 1-2. And it's tapped back to the screen. And I'm not just trying to make a joke. That's actually the truth. So on these hotter temperatures with the humidity, and especially when your team is down 3 runs, might be a little easier for guys like McCauley and Peterson to get quote-unquote triggered. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses high, and it's 2-2 now for Phillips. Logically, it makes sense. Who wants to sit out in the heat? It's miserable out here. The deuces are wild. Here's the 2-2 for Phillips. Runner goes to second. This is lined back to the screen, foul. And we'll try it again. Well, Phillips putting together a good at-bat. Pitch number 7 coming up. Dakota, a fan favorite. And when McCauley signed him back from the American Association in early July, that got some big headway here in Evansville. The 2-2. Fastball misses low. Now Phillips with the longest tenure of any active player spent with Evansville. This is year number 5 for him. Lubier ready, the pitch. And it's swung on, hit down the left field line. This will tail out of play, and we'll try it again at 3-2. Four foul balls in the at-bat for Phillips. He had 2 strikeouts yesterday. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fastball misses low. Ball 4, what an at-bat. Up to second, Bednar. Phillips with a walk. That's the second of the inning. And the Otters have one in scoring position. Coming to the plate, Alec Olin. Righty on righty battle. Lubier leans in, gets the sign. Florence leads it 4-1 over Evansville. Here's the pitch to Olin. Fastball, check swing, and he went too far around, says first base umpire Noah Hobart, and the count 0-1. A chance for Evansville to get some runs back. They allowed 3 in the bottom of the second, all unearned runs on a 3-run homer from Langston Ginder. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses outside. 1-1 the count now for Olin. $20 total pitches, 10 strikes in the inning for Lubier. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. I have to assume that's a French last name. The R at the end of his last name silent. The right-hander comes to the set, a look to second. Now the 1-2 home. Called, strike three, fastball at the knees. Olin can't believe it, flips his bat to first near the Otters' first base dugout, and that'll do it here in the top of the third. Two stranded, no damage done from Evansville. Florence leads it 4-1 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Home half of the third inning, and it's Florence 4, Evansville 1 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. And Terrence Marin back on the rubber as the right-hander's first pitch misses inside. They count 1-0. 43 pitches, 26 strikes. He's back to it, and the next offering is swung on, a line drive out toward the right center gap. This is going to get down, cut off by the center fielder, Olin, and he throws it back in to hold Fuentes to a single. Well, Florence able to do some serious damage in that third inning thanks to a 3-run homer from Langston Ginder. That was after an error earlier in the frame, so all runs unearned. Now at the plate, Hank Zeisler. Marin deals home, and the first pitch is a fastball that misses away. The count 1-0. Florence 7 hits in the game. The pitch, and it misses outside, 2-0. Marin back to the set. He steps off, wants to reset. He's ready. The right-hander's pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike. Florence leads it 4-1. The 2-1. Breaking ball misses outside. 3-1 now for Zeisler. Zeisler grounded into a double play his first time up. Batting .316 this season, a 2024 All-Star. And the 3-1 pitch. First, a step off from Marin. Marin's last appearance before the All-Star break, that was back on July 12th against Lake Erie. Gave up 7 runs, but again, just 4 earned. Now the 3-1. Fastball misses away, ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second, nobody out here in this 3rd inning. And coming to the plate, TJ Reeves. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Righty on righty matchup. Marin leaning in, gets the sign. Here's this pitch. Breaking ball at the top of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, the team is supposed to get a workout after the game today. Usually that happens once a series at the away team's facilities that they provide. The 0-1. Fastball misses inside, but gosh, with how hot it is, these guys are probably sweating their rear ends off. I don't even know if they'll need one. This is the workout. Some endurance training. Now the 1-1 for Reeves. Chopper to the left side of the infield, and it's under the glove of Mendham, goes into left field. Bednar picking it up. He will fire it back into the infield, but Fuentes able to score from second, and it's going to go down as an RBI base hit. So everybody advances, and it's runners on first and second again, still nobody out. Florence now with a 5-1 lead, and coming to the plate, Zade Richardson. He reached on that error in the second. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's on the inside corner, a strike, 0-1. Marin comes to the set. Now the next pitch. Tapper back to the mound, fielded by Marin. He'll throw to second for 1. A lob able to be recovered by Adams. He throws to first, and it's going to be a double play. Not sure if Adams was going to have time to throw it over to first to double up Richardson, but it's going to go down as a 1-6-3 twin killing. Up to third base, Zeisler. And there's 2 gone in the frame. Second double play rolled by Marin today. And now it's Steven Hrustich at the plate. Righty on righty battle. Marin at the set. From the stretch he deals. Fastball drops in for a strike, 0-1. Now limiting the damage to 1 run after allowing 3 base runners in a row to begin the inning would be excellent work. Damage control. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one swung on, shot out to left field, base hit. Well, forget what I just said. Zeisler comes in to score, and it's going to be 6-1. Florence leading. An RBI base hit for Hrustich. Gosh, this kid is good. That is RBI number 28 in his 33rd game for Hrustich. And coming to the plate, Justin Levy. Righty on righty matchup. Here comes the first pitch from Marin. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, 0-1. Marin picked up on June 30th. He was activated and started that day against Windy City. Had a quality start, 6 innings, 3 runs, all earned, with 5 Ks. Here's the 0-1. Fastball swung on and a missile out to center field, but plenty of room out there for Olin. Now ranging to the right of center, makes the catch, and the inning is over. 2 more come in to score for Florence, and they take a 6-1 lead over Evansville. We'll be back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network in the 4th. Logan Brown leading it off for Evansville, and we're in the away fourth. Florence with a 6-1 lead over the Otters. Back on the rubber, Blake Lubier, the right-hander, working from the stretch. He's at the set. First pitch of the frame on the way, and actually Lubier tricked us all. He went from the windup. His first pitch misses low, and the count is 1-0. Well, 22 pitches in that first inning, 12 strikes for Lubier, but he kept Evansville off the board. Now the 1-0. Brown takes inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Brown spent the beginning of this season down in the Mexican League. Was activated off the suspended list about a month ago. Now the 2-0 pitch. Fastball high, 3-0. Brown 6 foot, 215 pounds. He resides in Evansville. He grew up in Mount Vernon, went to Southern Indiana University. Next pitch he sees in there for a strike, and the count is 3-1. Hit a career .310 at the Division I level with SIU. The pitch. And it's in there for a strike. The count now full. .72 RBI and 5 bombs throughout his career. Now the payoff. Swung on, a bullet to right field, base hit. How about Logan Brown? Was 2 for 3 yesterday in the only game he played in. Now 2 for 2 today. Couple of singles to his card, another leadoff base hit for Evansville. And coming to the plate, it'll be Alex Adams. Evansville only has 2 hits this afternoon, but they have stranded 6 men on the bases. First pitch misses inside to Adams, and the count is 1-0. That's because this Florence pitching staff has already walked 5 men. The right-hander at the set. He deals. Breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Lubier, drafted in the 19th round, signed with the Red Sox in 2019. Stayed with the club until March of last year. Here's the 1-1. And it's a fastball away. 2 balls and a strike. Reached as high as low A Salem during his tenure with Boston in 3 MILB seasons. He was 3-8 with 1 save, 45 appearances, a .739 ERA. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball popped up first base side near the Otters dugout, but this will get out of play. Bounce onto the concourse, a foul ball. So the count 2-2 now for Adams. Gary Mattis on deck, Mason White in the hole. Infield double play depth, outfield playing deep. Now that American flag in right center limp. Lubier sets and deals. This is a soft line drive over the first baseman, Davis. This is going to squib into right field for a base hit. Holding up at second, Brown. And it's a Texas Leaguer single for Adams. Well, he got fisted on the inside part of the bat, but was able to shoot it the opposite way, just over the head of Davis, who was playing in because he had to guard the bag. And you wonder if Davis was playing at normal depth, whether or not he would have been able to get there. So now it's the leadoff hitter, Gary Mattis. First pitch to him. He squares the bunt. Puts a push bunt down the first base side, picked up by Davis, throws to second for 1. No relay as the ball was dropped by the shortstop, Levy, but it was on the transfer. And so Adams will be out number 1. It's going to go down as a 3-6 fielder's choice. Mattis on first. And moving up to third is Brown. 1 gone in the inning. and a chance for Evansville to get at least one of the runs back. Florence leads it 6-1. Mason White coming to the plate. It was actually not a terrible bunt from Mattis, just hit it a little too hard. And a throw to the bag, he's back in safely. Ideally, you want to put that push bunt maybe 5 feet more to the left of Davis towards second base. First pitch now to White. No, another throw to first. And Madison again safely, so no more disengagements available for Lubier this at bat. If he steps off the rubber, he will have to pick a guy off. Otherwise, it's a pitch violation. Here's the first pitch home, and White cuts and comes up empty, 0-1. Lubier leans in, gets the sign. The pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, a soft grounder out towards short. Levy has it, flips to second for one. Relay to first, not in time. White able to beat out the twin killing. Brown will come in to score. And it's a 6-2 game, Florence leads. Mark it as a 6-4 fielder's choice, and that was a little awkward for Levy, the shortstop. He was going to cover the second base bag as Mattis was heading to second on the pitch, and he had to double back to get the baseball. So still impressive, able to get one. And Mattis is retired out number 2. White on first, at the plate, David Mendham. Goes after the first pitch. It's a grounder to the left side of the mound. Towards short behind second. Levy will go to first the long way and retire David. The inning is over. So Evansville gets another back on the fielder's choice RBI for Mason White. And the Otters trail Florence 6-2, 3.5 in the books. We'll be back in the home fourth on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Nine 1-2 in the order for Florence here to begin this bottom of the fourth inning. Terrence Marin back on the rubber. The right-hander winds and fires the first pitch home, and it's on the outside corner, a strike, 0-1. Florence leads it 6-2 over Evansville. The Otters able to get one back in the top of the inning. Here's the pitch, and the 0-1, a soft fly ball toward the third base side. Mendham in foul territory will run over and make the catch. And it's a 2-pitch out for Terrence as he sets down Ginder. And the lineup will turn over. Here comes Dalton Davis. Oh, that's a much needed out to begin the inning for Marin. The right-hander winds and fires. Breaking ball in the outside corner, a strike to Davis, 0-1. Marin giving up 2 runs in the third, 3 runs in the second, and 1 in the first. The pitch. This is swung on, and a high fly ball toward deep left center. Bednar at the warning track. He will run back and make the catch. Almost the second homer of the game for Dalton. Could have been the third of the game for Florence as a team. But instead, it's two quick outs here to begin this home fourth. And coming to the plate, it's Ed Johnson, the center fielder. Johnson 1 for 2. He singled his first time up, grounded into a fielder's choice in the second. The right-hander into the motion. His pitch is a breaking ball that finds the zone, and the count 0-1. Infield playing very deep. Here's the 0-1, and it misses downstairs. The shortstop, Alex Adams, playing in shallow left, and Gary Mattis, the second baseman, and shallow right center. Here's the 1-1, and it misses low. And when I say shallow, I mean right on the cut of the infield and outfield, but still their feet are in the green. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and the deuces are wild now for Johnson. Base is empty in the fourth. Florence leads it 6-2. Mattis shaded ever so slightly to the left side towards second. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's a fastball that misses downstairs, and the count is now full. Johnson came into the game batting .316, 3 for 6 in the doubleheader yesterday. The payoff, fastball, high and in, ball 4. A 2-out walk from Marin. And that'll bring up Brian Fuentes. Florence leads it 6-2 over Evansville. Fuentes into his third year of professional baseball. First pitch to him, I believe, missed the zone, and a back pick to first, not in time. This is his second year with Florence. Spent time with the club in 23. Marin deals from the stretch. Grounder hit sharply through the left side, base hit. Back-to-back base runners with 2 outs for Florence. And they have done that all game long. So now it'll be Hank Zeisler coming up. Well, Fuentes solidified himself as a mainstay in the roster last year for Florence, but he has added on this season. And he has a 2 for 3 day. Here comes the first pitch. Both runners go. Breaking ball in for a strike. Throw to third, and it's in plenty of time. Brown able to gun down Johnson at the bag. And the Y'alls commit the cardinal sin, getting the final out at third as they strand a runner, a caught stealing, and that'll do it for the books. Florence leads at 6-2 over Evansville. We'll be back after this. Top of the 5th inning, Randy Bednar leading it off for Evansville. Blake Lubier from the wind deals the first pitch, and it's lined back to the screen. 0-1. Florence leads it 6-2 over the Otters. Evansville scoring 1 run in the first to open the game up, and they scored their last run in the last inning. Bednar calls time, wants to think things over. Digs back in. 0 for 1 today, struck out his first time up. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses high. Bednar walked in the 3rd inning. 16th base on balls drawn from Randy this year. Here's the 1-1. Lifted, right side, out of play. This will land in the seats. And bounces on the concourse. Bednar came into today's game batting .261. 10 homers, 28 RBI. The pitch. Breaking ball misses a little bit high, 2-2. Randy 2 for 4 yesterday, a triple and RBI, a run and a strikeout. Lubier comes to the set. He winds and fires, and this is sent foul to the right side, out of play. We'll try it again at 2-2. The right-hander into his 3rd inning of relief after the starter Carter Pori went just 2 frames. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses a little high. So the count now full for Bednar. Here's the payoff. Inside, and that might have clipped Randy. Nevertheless, he gets out of the way. Would have been ball 4 even if it didn't hit him. And it may have narrowly evaded him. Called a base on balls, and upcoming to the plate, Pavin Parks. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. And Lubier's fastball swung on, blooped into left field. This is going to be a tough play, and Harastich can't get there. It's going to take a bounce before dropping into his mitt. And it's a base hit for Pavin. First knock of the game for the Otters DH. Back-to-back leadoff base runners here to begin the 5th. Now coming to the plate, Dakota Phillips. .45 pitches for the right-hander out of the pen. Looks like there's an arm throwing down in that Florence bullpen. Activity in the Otters bullpen as well. First pitch to the left-handed hitting Phillips. He lines it back to the screen, the count 0-1. The Otters will be back tomorrow, a 6:44 first pitch. Thankfully not in the morning. Although with the way this series has gone, it wouldn't surprise me if it was, or if they changed it. Lubier ready. A look to second, he offers up. Fastball misses high, 1-1. The Otters will conclude the 4-game stint against Florence. Then they will head back home for 3 against Lake Erie to begin a 9-game homestand. Lubier at the set. The 1-1, runners go to second and third. Ground ball smashed back up the middle, fielded by Levy. Steps on the bag for 1, and he'll throw it to first, a double play. That's a bad beat, because Levy was going to cover second, and covering the bag took him right to the baseball. So make it a 6-3 double play. We've seen a lot of double plays here in this game. And Phillips and Parks back to the dugout as outs 1 and 2. Here comes Alec Olin, runner on third as Bednar is able to advance. Florence leads it 6-2. Righty on righty battle, first pitch. And it misses a little bit high. The count is 1-0. Well, the starter, Carter Pori, threw 54 pitches. Here's the pitch from Lubier. Swing and a miss. Now Lubier at 50. That's a lot of pitches thrown between the starter and reliever when you think that we're only in the 5th inning. Now the 1-1 delivery. Fastball misses low, and again, that's because we have seen a lot of walks, a lot of deep counts. And it's the same thing that we had yesterday. Both pitching staffs just struggling to get quick outs. Lubier ready. Glove at the belt, he twirls and deals. Fastball misses low, 3-1 now for Oland. Logan Brown on deck. And Brown with a 2-for-2 day and a run scored. This is the guy that you want to get. Oland 2 strikeouts and as many at-bats. The 3-1 from Lubier. Swung on and launched high, deep to left field. Forget about it, it's gone. A 2-run missile. And Alec Oland with his 6th home run of the year, RBIs 41 and 42. And he pulls the Otters to within 2. It's now 6-4. A no-doubt blast. And that's a huge at-bat for Oland. That's got to feel good. Oland, since coming to the Otters, has struggled with the bat. But he got all of that one now at the plate. Logan Brown goes after the first pitch, smashes one to short. Levy up with it. He'll throw to first. Inning over. Well, the Otters capitalize on a free pass. And Alec Oland goes yard, makes it a 6-4 game with Florence leading, and we'll take it to the home half of the 5th. Middle third of the Y'all's order due up here in the home 5th. And it's Hank Zeisler to lead off. He will face Terrence Marin as the starter. Throws the first pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. Zeisler was at the plate to end the 4th, but it was a caught stealing from Ed Johnson at 3rd. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball, misses a little bit high. Marin at 73 pitches, 44 strikes. The right-hander into the motion, the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, slapped foul to the right side. We'll try it at 1-2. It's been a surprise to see how many attempted steals at third there have been this year, especially with nobody out or 2 outs. And in that 4th inning, it costed Florence. Zeisler goes after the next pitch, hits one high and deep to center. Backing up Olin, he's at the track. This will bounce off the wall about 2/3 of the way up, and it's going to be a double for Zeisler. Down in the count, 1-2, and the designated hitter got his. Didn't matter that he was in protect mode. Well, he was not in protect mode. So now coming to the plate, TJ Reeves. Reeves 1 for 2, an RBI single his last time up, a strikeout in the 2nd. He bats right-handed. Marin at the set, he deals. First pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. Marin back to the set. He offers up. 0-1, swing and a miss, and he's got Reeves down in the count, 0-2. Marin a lean in. Florence leads it 6-4. We're in the 5th. Here's the pitch. Grounder hit out toward third, fielded cleanly towards second. Mendham, high throw to first, and it's over the head of Phillips. Another error. Up to third, Zeisler, E5. Well, we haven't seen too many of those from Mendham over at the hot corner. But on an 0-2 count, another mistake. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Coming to the plate, Zade Richardson. Richardson started the year with Quebec in 2023, then came over to Florence to end the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes to second. Breaking ball swung on, grounded to third. Fair ball as it rolls over the bag, and this will go down the left side, kicks off the side wall. Back into fair play, picked up by Bednar. Coming in to score, Zeisler. Up to third, Reeves. And it's a double with an RBI for Richardson. More towels being thrown out. And the Yalls get one of the 2 back that they surrendered. And the top of this inning, it's now 7-4. Here comes Max Peterson. We'll see if he makes a call to the bullpen. Richardson wasting no time going after the first pitch. Still yet an out to be recorded here in this 5th inning. 3 base runners in a row, 2 base hits and an error. And it looks like it's just going to be a mound visit. Well, Evansville had a bullpen day yesterday in the nightcap because Pat Miner was only able to go 1 inning, allowing 4 runs. So Evansville had to throw a lot of arms yesterday. They ended up throwing 4 relievers in both contests. Now at the plate, Steven Hrustich. Righty on righty battle, runners on second and third. First pitch, a bunt attempt by Hrustich down the first base line, fielded by Phillips. He'll step on first, and there's one gone. Coming in to score, Reeves. That's an unearned run. And it's a successful sacrifice bunt from Hrustich. He picks up another RBI, his second of the day. Richardson on third, and here comes Justin Levy to the plate. Make it an 8-4 game. And the pitch from the right-hander, Marin. Levy goes after it and shoots it through the left side, base hit. Make it a 9-4 game. Max Peterson still staying in that dugout for now. But it's another base hit, another run. And things are getting ugly here at Thomas More Stadium. Now at the plate, Langston Ginder. 1 for 2, a 3-run homer his first time up. He squares the bunt, puts it down the third base line, charging Mendham, throw to first, and they're able to beat Ginder by a half a step. Well, that'll still go down as a sac bunt, although I don't think Ginder was intentionally trying to do that. That was a bunt for hit. But now the lineup will turn over. It's the leadoff man, Dalton Davis, coming up. Runner on second as Levy able to advance up into scoring position. Florence leads it 9-4, righty on righty matchup. Here's the pitch, and Davis takes low, a fastball, to count 1-0. Fourth time through the order for Florence this afternoon. The pitch, swung on, a bullet through the left side, base hit. Picked up by Bednar, rounding third, heading for home. Levy, throw to the plate, and it is in time! And Randy Bednar will end this fifth inning in style. Florence gets 3 more as they add to their lead. They lead at 9-4 over Evansville. 5 in the books on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 6th inning, Alex Adams leading it off for Evansville. A new arm, Ross Thompson on the rubber. The right-hander with a quick windup. He fires the first pitch home. Fastball misses high, and the count is 1-0. Florence leads it 9-4. The Yalls, 13 hits to the Otters 3. Evansville, 2 errors in the field, and the Yalls playing clean defensively. Here's the next pitch, and it's in there for a strike to even the count for Adams. Adams had a bloop base hit his last time up, 1 for 2 with a strikeout as well. The wind in the pitch, and the 1-1 is a grounder out towards short. Charging towards second, Levy, a strong throw to first, 1 gone. So the lineup will turn over, and here comes the leadoff hitter, Gary Mattis. Mattis 0 for 2. A hit by pitch and a run scored in the first inning. Into the motion, Thompson's first delivery home. No, we'll have time called. Mattis calling time right before Thompson was about to throw home. There's the first pitch. Breaking ball, and it misses a little bit high. The count 1-0. Final line from Blake Lubier. 3 innings, 3 runs, all earned, 4 hits, 1 walk. The next pitch, and it misses the zone. Well, actually, the Otters have 5 hits today, not 3. The next pitch, check swing from Mattis, goes too far around. And the count is 1-2. Thompson working quickly. Next deal, fouled back over the screen. This is a guy that likes to waste no time on the mound. Thompson seeing his first action in the series. The 2-2. Fastball misses outside. Thompson 5'11", 165 from Wadsworth, Ohio. He motions home the payoff. Fastball on the outside corner, called, strike 3. Oh, a brutal call that time. Mattis couldn't believe it. He thought it was a sure walk, and I don't have the best angle up here in the press box, but that one did look a little bit off the plate. Instead, Mattis out number 2 here in this 6th inning at the plate. Mason White, first pitch to him way outside, and the left-handed hitter takes 1-0. Thompson back into it, and the pitch misses downstairs and in. 2-0. Thompson into his 17th appearance. 2-4 with 1 save, a 7.35 ERA. The pitch, breaking ball, finds the mark. 2-1. 45 1/3 innings, 38 strikeouts. Went to Heidelberg, a prestigious Division III school in college, the 2-1. And here's a chopper out towards second. Ginder up with it cleanly, and it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning as he tosses to first and sets the Otters down in order. 5.5 done with, and it's Florence 9, Evansville 4 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the 6th inning, and a new arm on the rubber for Evansville. Jacob Meyer taking over duties. Florence lead at the for pitch to this ball outside. Now it's 1-0. So the day is over for Terrence Marin. Meyer back to it. Here's the pitch, and it misses way outside. Marin 5 full innings, 9 runs, and 5 earned. The pitch misses outside. He'll out from it. And he also didn't get help from his defense. Meyer steps and deals. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike, and the count is 3-1. Meyer comes to the set. The right-hander deals. This is lifted the opposite way, out of play. We'll try it at 3-2 now for the right-handed hitting Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2. He walked his last time up, singled in the first. Meyer ready. Now the payoff pitch. Breaking ball high. So, Meyer out of the bullpen, walks Johnson, and we'll see how he responds. He will now face Brian Fuentes. Y'alls lead it 9-4. We're in the sixth. Righty on righty battle, the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Meyer, a really relaxed individual. Great guy if you get a chance to talk to him. A throw to first, back in safely Johnson. Roomed with him the last time Evansville went to Florence, and it was an enjoyable experience. Now the next pitch, misses low. 1-1 now for Fuentes. But Meyer, along with being conversational and a good human, also a good baseball player as well. Here's his 1-1 delivery. Fastball, misses a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike now for Fuentes. Into his rookie campaign, Meyer a four-seam fastball, curveball, slider change coming from the University of Evansville with the Purple Aces. He fires in the 2-1. Fastball swung on, hit out toward the right side, foul territory. And this will land near the picnic benches. Out of play, and the count is 2-2. Meyer this season, 7 appearances, 10 prior innings, a .360 ERA, 130 whip. Now the one thing for Meyer that he can work on in his young professional career, limiting the walks. After the one he surrendered to Johnson today, that's now 9 on the year. The 2-2. Swung on, lifted in the air, right field. Easy play for White, ranging toward the line, makes the catch about 25 feet away. And there's one gone. So that'll bring up Hank Zeisler. A 5-pitch at-bat for Meyer, resulting in an F9. Florence leads it 9-4 in the sixth. Zeisler, 2 runs scored today, 1 for 2. The pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, a strike. Zeisler walked in the third, doubled in the fifth. He struggled yesterday, though, in the doubleheader. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball on the outside black, 0-2. Yesterday, Zeisler just 1 for 7, but he did have 2 RBI. Now, this is a guy that's used to picking up many base hits. 3rd in the Frontier League in total RBI this year. The pitch. Runner goes to second. Fastball outside. Throwing a bounce from Brown. Just a little bit late. Johnson with his first stolen base this afternoon, his 4th of the series. And Johnson continues to be a thieving thief. And the count is 1-2. Meyer comes to the set. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted the opposite way, out of play. We'll try it again at 1-2. Zeisler bats left-handed. We're in game 3 of this 4-game series between the Otters and Yalls. Meyer gets the sign. Looking home the whole way, he deals. Breaking ball, just a little bit outside. Count now 2-2. Meyer's last appearance back on the 20th against Washington. Gave up a run on a hit in an inning and a third. Here's his 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, hit into the air to center field. Backing up and to his right, Olin. He will make the catch, and there's 2 gone. And when you look back to that last start from Meyer, you see that he struck out 3 in an inning and a third, but also walked 3. And that walk came back to score. So again, when you look at the total walk numbers for Meyer this season, if he can just work on getting those down, he is going to be an elite pitcher. And it doesn't just have to be in this league. TJ Reeves at the plate now. The right-hander's pitch. From the stretch, fastball misses low, and the count is 1-0. What's interesting about Meyer is he didn't have the best of numbers in his final season at Evansville, but the way he throws makes it hard for hitters to pick up his stuff. Now the 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss. Meyer uses his pitching arm. When in the motion, he'll lift the leg up, then whip the arm back straight behind him. Almost at a 180-degree angle. The pitch, and it is sent foul to the opposite side. And we'll try it at 1-2 for the right-handed hitting Reeves. Runner on second, 2 gone, we're in the 6th. 9-4 your score with Florence leading. It is a funky delivery, but he hides the ball well. Here's the 1-0, or rather the 1-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3. So Meyer, despite giving up the leadoff walk, keeps Florence off the board here in the 6th. And we'll head to the 7th inning on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Florence with a 9-4 lead. David Mendham leading it off, top of the 7th inning for Evansville. Heart of the order, back on the rubber. Ross Thompson and the right-hander's first pitch in for a strike, the count 0-1. 13 pitches, 9 strikes in that first frame of work for the right-hander. Mendham goes after the next pitch, hits it high and deep down the right field line, but this will hook well foul and out of play. Count moves to 0-2. Florence leads it 9-4. Mendham 0 for 2 with a walk in the first inning. He calls time, wants to think things over. Thompson winds and fires. Fastball way outside. Righty on lefty matchup. Here comes the pitch. Swung on a one-hop liner out towards short. Levy up with it cleanly. Throw to first, able to beat Mendham by a half a step, one down. So now coming to the plate, the four-hole hitting Randy Bednar. Bednar 0 for 1 today, 2 walks. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the first pitch from Thompson. Breaking ball, and it lands in the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Here's the right-hander's next pitch. Swing and a miss. And actually, it's 1-1. I beg your pardon. That first pitch was a ball. Must have missed a little high. Thompson back to it. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. First base side. Backing up is Davis. And right on the cut of the infield and outfield, he will make the catch. And there's 2 down. Well, Thompson has been the most efficient pitcher here in this entire series. He's got 2 quick outs. Worked a 1-2-3 in the 6th as well. Now coming to the plate, Pavin Parks. He bats left-handed. First pitch from Thompson, in for a strike, and the count 0-1. Thompson into his second year with Florence. He spent part of the season with the club last year. Next pitch, a check swing, and Parks held up in time. The count moves to 1-1. Bases empty, 2 gone in the 7th. Florence with a 9-4 lead. Here's the pitch. Line back to the screen, and the count is 1-2. In 2023, Thompson an 8.15 ERA. That was in 17 2/3 innings. He spent the beginning parts of the season in the Northwoods League. Here's his pitch. Grounder hit out towards second. This should end the inning. Ginder up with it cleanly. Throw to first. That'll do it. Stretch time here at Thomas More Stadium. Florence 9, Evansville 4 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the 7th inning, and it's Florence 4, Evansville, or rather Florence 9, Evansville floor. Jacob Meyer back on the rubber, and his first pitch misses outside to Zade Richardson, the count 1-0. The right-hander back in the set. Here's his pitch. Fastball misses downstairs and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Richardson, 1 for 3, but he's reached twice, once on an error, and he scored 2 runs. An RBI double his last time up. Here's the pitch from Meyer. Fastball in, 3-0. Meyer, 21 pitches in that first inning, 13 strikes. Saw 4 batters, gave up a walk, but also struck 1 out. Now the 3-0 pitch. Fastball low, ball 4. So that'll send Richardson down to first. And now coming to the plate, Steven Hrustich. Hrustich 1 for 2, a couple of RBIs, a single. Laid down a sac bunt his last time up. Righty on righty matchup. And the pitch from Meyer. This is lined back to the screen foul. We'll try it at 0-1. Meyer at the set. He deals. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-1. Hey, want to make your lawn and landscape look like a field of dreams? Make sure to use 10 Barge professional brand products. Pick them up at any of the 3 locations, beautifying the communities we live in and the grass we walk and play on, all since 1940. Meyer deals the 1-1 pitch. This is lifted the opposite way, out of play. And we'll try it at 1-2 for the right-handed hitter. How long can Jacob Meyer go today? Well, he's going to have to keep that pitch count low. First outer out of the bullpen here this afternoon. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball, swung on, hit foul to the first base side. This will get out of play and land near the picnic area where the bleachers are. So we'll have another 1-2 count for Hrustich. We'll be back tomorrow, a 6:44 start time. That's Eastern time, the 1-2. Swung on, lifted in the air, right side. Ranging over his White toward the line, and he makes the catch, 1 down. Boy, this is eerily similar to how the last inning started for Meyer. Gave up a walk and then a fly ball toward the right field line, which Meyer was able to grab. Runner on first, here's Justin Levy at the plate. The right-hander Meyer deals from the stretch. Fastball misses low and the count is 1-0. Levy 2 for 3. An RBI, a run scored, and 2 singles. Now the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, hit out toward right field again. Can of corn for White, and he's there to make the catch. Barely had to move. 2 outs in the inning. And coming up, it's Langston Ginder. We've discussed some of the amenities already in this series here at Thomas More Stadium, but there's also some basketball courts out past the right field concourse. First pitch to Ginder on the outside corner, a strike. 0-1 to the left-handed hitting 9-hole hitter. Well, in the limited spare time that the Otters players have on the road, they love their basketball. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses away, but it's less convenient now than it was when the old clubhouse was still around, because the old clubhouse was toward that right field side. And now the new clubhouse next to the left field side. The 0-1 from Meyer. Fastball misses high, and actually it was 1-1, so now it's 2-1. Runner on first, 2 outs in the 7th, 9-4 Florence. The pitch. And it's lined back to the screen. The deuces are wild now for Ginder. Ginder had that 3-run homer in the 2nd, which at the time made it a 4-1 game. Meyer ready at the set. Here's his pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner. That missed by a whisker, if that. Wow. Well, for the one that was called on Gary Mattis, that looked like a better pitch. And Powell missed one again. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, doesn't matter. Meyer gives up another walk, but also strikes another out and keeps Florence off the board in the 7th. They lead it 9-4 over Evansville on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Dakota Phillips leading it off for Evansville here in the top of the 8th inning. 9-4 Florence leading over the Otters. First pitch from Ross Thompson, and it misses outside. The count is 1-0. Thompson, another quick inning in the 7th. He's gone 6 up, 6 down out of the bullpen. The pitch finds the outside corner, strike 1. Phillips 0 for 1, 2 walks and a grounder into a double play. The next offering is a fastball that misses inside, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Phillips batting left-handed, and Thompson into the wind. Here's his pitch. Breaking ball finds the outside corner, 2-2. Phillips 1 for 9 in this series. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 gone here in this top of the 8th, and it's Alec Olin coming up. Well, we mentioned that Thompson played with Florence last year. His numbers similar this season, a little bit better, but he's pitching like a completely different pitcher today. The right-hander fires home to Olin. Here's a line drive out toward left field, and it's right at Hristich. As Hristich is able to make the catch, and there's 2 outs. Now this is Thompson that we have not seen all season. Now coming to the plate, Logan Brown. Righty on lefty matchup. The pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Thompson started his collegiate career at Capital in the OHAC. That's another Division III school. The 0-1. And it misses inside on a breaking ball, but then finalized his career at Heidelberg. His last season, a 4.44 ERA, 4-3 win-loss record. Now the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, pulled the string on a changeup. Heidelberg is one of the better Division III programs in baseball. At least they were 5 or 6 years ago, which is right around that time when Thompson was playing for Heidelberg. He's ready, and the 1-2. Tap back to the screen, foul. We'll try it again at 1-2 for Brown. Brown 2 for 3, a run scored, a couple of singles. He's hit the ball hard, really throughout this series. Now the 1-2. Grounder hit out to short. This should end the inning. Levy up with it. He'll flip it to first. And it's 9 straight retired. Out of the bullpen for Ross Thompson, working another 1-2-3 quick inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Florence 9, Evansville 4 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the 8th inning, and it's Jacob Meyer back on the rubber for Evansville. He'll face the top of this Florence order, and it's Dalton Davis at the plate. First pitch he sees from the stretch from the right-hander, a strike, and the count is 0-1. Florence leads it 9-4. Meyer comes to the set. He deals, and the 0-1 is a breaking ball, drops in for strike 2. Meyer has seen 8 batters in his 2 innings of relief so far. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, hammered high and deep to left center. Ranging over Olin, he has a beat on it, makes the catch before going on to the warning track, and there's 1 down. Meyer with 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And Meyer has thrown a lot of pitches today. He's at 40 now. And now he will face Ed Johnson. Righty on righty battle. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. The count 1-0. The most pitches that we've seen Meyer throw in an appearance this year. But he's done a nice job so far, the 1-0. This is lifted out toward right field, down by the line. A long run for White, but this will get out of play as it lands in the lawn area, and the count is 1-1. And the relievers on both ends doing a nice job. Ross Thompson throwing 3 scoreless innings in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Now the 1-1 from Meyer. Breaking ball. Hit back over the screen, fouling out of play. We'll try it at 1-2. But for Evansville, their bullpen is limited right now. This is the 5th guy thrown in less than 24 hours. Meyer at the set, the 1-2. Swung on, a bullet out toward left center. This is going to get down for extra bases. Bounces all the way up against the wall. Picked up by Olin. Cruising into second is Johnson. And he's got a double. 2 for 3 day for the center fielder, and now coming to the plate, it's Brian Fuentes. Well, the Otters will have to come up with a big number in the top of the 9th if they want to have a chance to extend this contest. But first, they have to keep Florence off the board. Fuentes batting right-handed. They lead it 9-4 over Evansville. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-0. Taking a look at some other scores in the Frontier League. Bottom of the 8th inning, Tri-City leading Three Rivers 3-0. So the Valley Cats looking to get the series win and set themselves up for the sweep tomorrow. Meyer deals the 1-0. Breaking ball misses downstairs and away. New York and Ottawa scoreless in Pomona. That's in the bottom of the 5th inning. That game was rained out yesterday. So what I think they'll do is have a doubleheader tomorrow. No, they'll have a doubleheader today. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball high, 3-0. Well, that is going to turn out to be a gross day for Ottawa and New York. They have the morning game today, which again is in the 5th inning, and then later they play at 6:30. So they'll have like a 4-hour break in between the contests. Here's the 3-0. Fastball in the outside corner, a strike. That's what was going to happen today because the original doubleheader between these two teams was scheduled for today and not yesterday, but they made the change later, about a couple of weeks ago. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and they count now full. The only other game being played right now, Windy City and Schaumburg. That game in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's 3-2 with the Boomers leading. Here's the kick and the pitch from Meyer. Swing and a tap back to the screen, foul. We'll try it again at 3-2. It's really strange. Schaumburg was on the road at Windy City yesterday. Now today they're at home against the Thunderbolts. Doesn't make any sense to me, but what do I know? Here's the payoff pitch from Meyer. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Meyer able to fight back after being down in the count, 3-0. And there's 2 gone in the inning. Here comes Hank Zeisler. Zeisler, 1 for 3, a double, a walk, 2 runs scored. Runner on second base, 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. 9-4, Florence leading. Here's the pitch from Meyer. Breaking ball, drops in for a strike, 0-1. Lake Erie and Washington battling it out at Wild Things Park, 6:05 Eastern time start. 6:30 Eastern, New York will play Ottawa in Game 2 of the Twin Bill. Meyer comes to the set, he deals. And the 0-1 is a breaking ball that misses outside. Quebec and New Jersey playing in New Jersey. A 6:35 Eastern time start. 7:05 Eastern time, the Miners will take on the New England Knockouts. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, top of the zone, taken for a strike, 1-2. Final game on the slate. Joliet taking on Gateway at home. And that's a 6:35 Central Time first pitch. Zeisler calling time, wants to think things over down in the count 1-2. Meyer leans in, comes to the set. A big lead out there for Johnson. The pitch, breaking ball, grounded out towards short. Fielding it cleanly, Adams. He rifles it to first, and the inning is over. 3 scoreless frames of work for Meyer. One last chance for the Otters when we come back in the 9th as Florence leads it 9-4 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 9th inning, Ross Thompson back on the rubber, and why not? The right-handers look sharp. First pitch, swinging a foul tip back to the screen off the bat of Alex Adams. And the count is 0-1. Florence leads it 9-4. And Florence looking to take a lead in this 4-game series. Here's the pitch. Grounder hit out towards second. And the roller is charged in on by Ginder. Throw to first, and it's going to pull Davis off the bag. And Adams is going to reach. Well, what do you charge that as? An error or a base hit? They're going to say a base hit up here in the press box. Was a tough play for Ginder. And now the lineup will turn over. Here's Gary Mattis. First pitch from the right-hander. Grounder hit foul to the left side, 0-1. Mattis reached once in the first inning on a hit by pitch, 0 for 3 here this afternoon. Thompson deals. Swing and a foul tip off the bat of Mattis. Goes to the Otters' first base dugout. We'll try it at 0-2 now. Florence leads it 9-4. We're in the 9th. The pitch. Fastball misses downstairs and away, and the count is 1-2. Both teams picking up one game in the doubleheader yesterday, so the series is even right now. Here's the pitch. Check swing, foul to the Otters' first base dugout, and we'll try it again at 1-2, but Evansville desperately needing to come away with the win tomorrow if they do not find a way to come back here this afternoon. Now the 1-2 delivery. Misses downstairs. Well, and let's be honest, Evansville needs to win as many games as possible. So they need really both of these games today and tomorrow, but they'll have to have a massive comeback here in the ninth. The pitch, and Mattis loses his bat. That's the second time that's happened today, a foul ball off toward the right side. And that's the third time in the series that Mattis has lost his wood on a swing. Maybe he needs some new batting gloves or a less slick piece of lumber. Thompson at the set, the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball smashed past a diving Fuentes at third, goes into left field, base hit. Heck of an effort by Fuentes. Not able to corral it though, and it's 2 base hits to begin the inning. Well, that 9-in-a-row streak retired immediately, with Adams picking up a single and Mattis following suit. Now at the plate, Mason White, 0 for 4 today. White came into today's contest batting .275. 4 homers, 26 RBI. Righty on lefty matchup, the pitch from Thompson. Ground ball smashed to first, backhanded by the first baseman Davis. And the throw to second will pull Levy off the bag. Everybody's gonna be safe. Or hold on, wait a minute. Nope, they're gonna call Mattis out at second. Here comes Max Peterson to argue the call. Peterson out in a huff. I haven't seen Peterson move that fast all year. Mattis couldn't believe it. I can't believe it either. The ball was dropped by Levy. And he was pulled off the bag. I don't know what the debate is. So they're going to ask to review this. Well, folks, if this does not get overturned, Max Peterson will get ejected, mark my words. I don't know what to say. I'm stumped. I'm bamboozled. The umpiring crew convening between home and the mound. And he's out. And Peterson's gone. As predicted. Oh my gosh. What a terrible call. Even the Florence press box is saying he was safe. That is brutal. A terrible call. No doubt about it. And look, I'm not here to harp on the umpires, but you cannot let that happen. And I don't blame Max Peterson for jumping out of the dugout when Mattis was called out. Well, it's going to be a fielder's choice. And there's one gone. So White on first, up to third, Adams. That's just a call that can't happen. Plain and simple. It was a nice stop from Davis at first, but his throw was not good. Levy dropped the ball and he was pulled off the bag. And so now Max Peterson and Andy McCauley both ejected. Got to imagine that Billy Easley will be next in line as the acting manager. Let's see if they can get him ejected today too. Now at the plate, David Mendham. Runners at the corners, 9-4. Florence leads it in the ninth. The pitch, fastball misses outside. The count 1-0. Adams on third, White on first. The pitch, fastball inside. Infield at double play depth. Outfield playing deep. Now the set. Now the pitch. Swung on, a bullet to first, but this is foul. And we'll try it at 2-1 for Mendham. Mendham 0 for 3. He walked his first time up. 2 for 10 in the series. Here's the pitch to him. Breaking ball, misses low, 3-1. Mendham calls time. Digs back in. Thompson at the set. Now the 3-1 pitch. Runner goes to second. Swing and a tapper foul to the right side. We'll try it at 3-2. The Otters, a 6:44 start time tomorrow, finalizing the series with Florence. They will then head back home to play Lake Erie Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The start of a 9-game homestand. Thompson ready at the belt. Now the payoff pitch. Runner goes again. Fastball chopped out toward first. Backhanded by Davis. He'll step on the bag unassisted. And Adams comes in to score to make it a 9-5 game. Fielder's choice RBI for Mendham. That's his 31st ribby of the year. And the Otters are down to their final out. Up to second base, White. And now it's Randy Bednar coming to the plate. The Otters, 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The pitch to White, or Bednar, excuse me. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Florence, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Here's the next pitch. Bednar hits a ground ball. Back up the middle, a base hit goes to the left of center. Johnson picking it up, rounding third and scoring uncontested, White. And 2 runs have come in to score here in this 9th inning. It's now a 9-6 game. Oh, you have some more chirping from the Otters dugout. Dakota Phillips having some words with Parker Powell. Trying to calm his dugout down. Joe Natterman taking over third after Andy McCauley was ejected. And Billy Easley, the regular first base coach out there. Well, one of those guys have to take charge because you can't let the players act as the manager having words with the umpire. That's not a good sign. So, Bednar with an RBI base hit. Here's Pavin Parks. First pitch to him. Misses off the outside corner, and it's 1-0 to the left-handed hitter. 9-6 your score, Florence leading. Here's the pitch to Parks. Fastball smoked high and deep to right, but this is well foul. Make it a 1-1 count. Well, Thompson is into his 4th inning of relief. He has thrown a lot of pitches. Well, this is the first inning that Evansville has gotten to the right-hander. He's at the set, he deals. Breaking ball misses away. Thompson leaning in. Gets the sign. The pitch. 2-1 is a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Evansville down to their final strike. Thompson leans in, gets the sign. He's at the set. The 2-2. Check swing from Parks, and he goes too far around. Strike 3, and that's your ball game. Evansville gets 2 in the 9th, but their comeback falls short as they fall 9-6 to Florence here in Game 3. Evansville falling to Florence today, 9-5. Your score here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Excuse me, 9-6. Your score on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Kyle Chandler with you for the post-game show. We'll jump right into the scoring recap. For the Otters today, they plated the first run of the game in the first inning, and it was a walk that allowed the run to come in and score, and it made it 1-0 as Gary Mattis led off the game with a hit by pitch. On 9 pitches, he came in to score, but Florence answering right back in the bottom of the first. Dalton Davis on the second pitch of his at-bat to lead off the offense for Florence, hit a home run, made it 1-1. Florence then took the lead in the second. They never looked back. They plated 3 runs, all unearned, on a 3-run homer from Langston Ginder. They added 2 more in the third inning. Evansville answered in the top of the fourth, a leadoff single for Logan Brown. Then later in the inning, it was a fielder's choice to bring him home from Mason White. But at that point, it was already a 5-2 game, and Florence's offense wasn't done. Actually, it was a 6-2 game, and Evansville made things a little bit closer in the 5th inning, plating 2 more runs. Randy Bednar led off with a walk, and then later in the frame, Alec Olin hit a 2-run missile to left field. But then in the bottom of the 5th inning, 3 more runs came in to score for Florence to finalize the scoring. 1 unearned, and a pair of RBI doubles for the Yalls in that frame, with an RBI fielder's choice sac bunt as well. And Florence able to take this one again, 9-6. And a final box score, Florence 9 runs, 5 earned, 14 hits, no errors, 7 left on. And Evansville 6 runs, all earned, 7 hits. And they had 2 errors in the field, 8 left on. Take away the errors, and Evansville wins the game today. The winning pitcher was Blake Lubier. He threw 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, no Ks. Terrence Marin took the loss for Evansville. He drops to 0-4, 5 innings of work, 9 runs. All of them were his on 5 earned, 13 hits, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. Nice job by Jacob Meyer out of the bullpen as he surrendered just a hit, 2 walks, and 3 Ks in 3 scoreless innings of work. Evansville with the loss drops to 24-39. With the win, the Yalls move to 28-34. Final time of today's game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Our game time temperatures started at 80 degrees, sunny skies, another humid day at the ballpark. It's now up to 85 and sunny, so even more hotter than when we started. That'll do it. One final time, your final score, Florence 9, Evansville 6. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:44 first pitch. Hope you can join us. Thanks so much for your time today. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll be back tomorrow as Evansville looks to even the series against Florence. But this is Kyle Chandler saying thanks again, and take care, everybody. God bless.